Well, this wasn't how I wanted to start things off, but here we are. Guys, a lot of things have happened to me past the New Year's. Some good, some bad. Well, I got my license. That's number one. I'm not gonna show you my license because it's gonna get all the information and whatnot. But what I am going to do is say happy 2000. I promised you guys we'd celebrate, but I haven't found a day to do that. So, yeah. I will most definitely try to find a day before I retire. So yeah. Anyway, happy 2026, people. We are in 2026. New year, new us. What is your New Year's resolution? Don't tell me. Just do it and just say, I have a resolution. Or if you don't, just say, I don't have a resolution. And that's okay. Not everybody's going to have something different they're going to change about themselves. I was about to say, there's not a lot of people that'll change about themselves. But what I am probably gonna do in the New Year's, hopefully sometime get a tattoo on my forearm. So yeah, I'll have 2 tattoos at that time. I'm not gonna get like a lot of tattoos, but like what I will say is I will get another one. Maybe on my forearm or my shoulder, or on this forearm or the bicep. I don't know. I don't care. Anyways, yeah. Guys, Animated Wednesday. I'm recording this January 1st, which is on Thursday. And I just posted a late Thanksgiving special of Animated Wednesday yesterday on Wednesday. So this one's gonna be another one up late. So guys, I'm putting everything in order, but like if there's like a holiday special going on, it gives me an advantage to just, put my finger on the trigger and just fire off like what's going on, like whether that be like specials for skits or live streams. We now are down to almost retiring. We're almost done. But first, remember when I said 100 live streams? I was wrong. I have so many live streams up. I can't even count, but I will go back over, some memories and whatnot. I'll look back over them. It's gonna be fun. And probably some old OG videos from 2019. Shoot. A lot of people say that 2016 memes and good times and whatnot is going to be up here to 2026. I slightly doubt it, but if it does come to that point, just let me know and I'll react to some oldies but goodies. 2016, man, I missed that year. But, we're going to definitely continue to grow. Anyways, enough talk. Jordan, cue the first video intro. Okay, so now this first video is called 4 True Valentines Horror Stories Animated. And this was uploaded by MJ Animations. Oh, MJV Animations. I said that wrong. I just forgot the V. And this is somewhat weird because y'all know what I'm gonna say. I hate that holiday!
For a while, my husband and I were considering going on a double date.
Your husband? I'm done. No, I'm done. I just act out for no apparent reason.
We had been together for 20 years and had 3 daughters, so we were happy in life, but getting bored in the...
3 daughters. I'm not saying like it's a bad thing, but like I don't think I can handle 3 daughters. Like, y'all know my future. I want to be a father, but it's kind of hard to believe that.
bedroom. However, for the longest time, discussions about opening up our marriage felt too scary to pursue. Then, one year, for Valentine's Day, we just said screw it and decided to go for it. We looked on Facebook for potential partners as we didn't want to involve anyone we knew. And we were surprised by how easy it was to find couples and even entire communities of people eager to swap partners. The problem was, we were also done.
Swapping partners. No. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I would never.
By the overt nature of all the parties and hookups. It took us a bit to find a couple who seemed to share our mindset. But then we met Richard and Cynthia. Richard owned a small software company, so they had a lot of money. Yet they were still down to earth and respectful in our conversations on Facebook. We set up a dinner date for Valentine's Day, thinking it would be fine whether we decided to go all the way or not. We left our oldest daughter in charge of her siblings for the evening and drove to the restaurant. Richard and Cynthia were already there, but we were taken aback by how different they looked from their photos. Richard had a huge beard and bushy eyebrows covering half his face, and Cynthia's face was crammed full of Botox, paralyzing it in a horrid expression. We sat down anyway, and started talking, just regular small talk. But then, Cynthia made a comment that weirded me out. She asked what it was like living in our neighborhood, mentioning our exact neighborhood by name. I asked how she knew we lived there, but she just said it was on my Facebook profile. I nodded my head, but I was pretty sure I was careful not to put that out there. So a few minutes later, I excused myself to the bathroom. Cynthia followed me uninvited. I went into a stall and checked my Facebook and my husband's. Just as I suspected, nowhere did anything mention where we lived other than the city, which has hundreds, maybe thousands of neighborhoods. Now I had a really bad feeling about Cynthia. If she knew the neighborhood, did she already know the address? What kind of research did they do on us? Then, when I came out of the stall, Cynthia was waiting. Cynthia was waiting for me, attempting to smile through her Botox. She said I looked nervous, then reached into her purse and pulled out a little white pill. She said it would help me relax to this big opportunity. Not knowing what the hell it could be, I declined it. And on the way back, I texted my daughter that we would probably be heading home early. Glancing at my husband's face, I could tell his conversation alone with Richard went about the same way. I tried to make up an excuse to go home as our daughter hadn't texted me back, but they insisted we at least stay for dinner and have a drink. They said we could still back out of what would happen after dinner. So even though we were uncomfortable, we stayed. Throughout the whole day, the conversation crawled awkwardly, and they slowly started looking at us more and more like we were prey. They even coerced us into getting dessert. When it was finally over, they tried to get us to go back to their place with them, but we had had enough. We finally shook those creeps and got in the car to head home. My husband revealed he had also been offered a strange pill, cementing the fact that those people were bad news. I still couldn't relax though, as my daughter hadn't responded to me, and when I called, she didn't pick up. I started to worry, and that's when she started sending me cryptic, garbled texts. She wasn't making any sense, but I knew something was up, so I told my husband to step on it. When we arrived at the house, we were met with the worst scene imaginable. The house was surrounded by cop cars and ambulances, and the front door was broken in. I ran out of the car and into the house, looking for my daughters, but I only found cops. I started sobbing as I checked every single room. They were shouting at me, but I couldn't understand them. I thought I had lost my daughters forever. Then, my husband finally took my hand and dragged me out to the backyard, where I saw my daughters, all being questioned by cops.
Oh, they look
were
shook.
shaken, but they weren't hurt.
Oh, they were
My
shook.
oldest daughter ran to me and hugged me, apologizing for trying to sneak a boy into the house. What? I was confused at first, but she said she had planned to have her boyfriend over while we were gone. But when he arrived, he saw 2 windowless vans parked in the driveway. He warned her, and she was able to round up her sisters and took them into the shed in the backyard to hide. Just as he saw the masked men get out of the vans and break into the house, that's when he called the police. But the kidnappers, thinking the house was empty, escaped before the cops arrived. I was so happy they were safe, but I also felt terrible for leaving them in harm's way. I knew that date with those horrible people had been a ploy to get my husband and I out of the house. I'm sure if we took those pills or went home with them, they would have kidnapped us too. I told the police to go looking for them, but somehow they had just disappeared, like they never even existed. The only thing they could find was a credit card under Richard's name, which turned out to be fake, that was used at dinner and to rent an Airbnb. His supposed software company didn't exist either.
Oh, it was
just a
fake.
front for a human trafficking ring. At least that's what the police concluded. I have to believe them. Otherwise, I don't understand how they could have known where we lived. To this day, I still can't believe how close my husband and I came to throwing away the lives of our entire family. One day at school,
Wow. That was something. Alright, so this next one is called 3 Grinch Horror Stories. This was uploaded by Horror Shorts Party. I know Christmas passed, but I'm still in the Christmas spirit. Mrs. Claus about to get us some cookies. What cookies you talking about?
the day of Christmas was a day of sheer horror turned fairy tale in literally the span of a night. It's something that I'll never forget.
Sorry.
But I feel like I'm internally at peace now. It all started when I was on my way to the mall to do some Christmas shopping with my family. Our household was a family of 4, which consisted of myself.
Looks like Jerome had himself a long night as the janitor. Jeremy over there obviously didn't stay up playing 2K. Mom Sarah is obviously not really good with her buzz cuts. And Jake back there is Jake.
My parents and my older brother Jimmy. We
Jimmy!
buy some last-minute gifts and snacks for our family road trip, which was set to take place the following day. Visiting my relatives who lived on the other side of town became tradition during the holidays. As we pulled up onto the parking lot of the mall, my mom began to reverse her vehicle into an available
Look at the license plate, the Grinch.
parking spot, only to get rudely honked at by another car. I looked across my window and saw him dressed as the Grinch, with a strange resemblance to Jim Carrey. I assumed he was dressed up for some cheap Christmas gig that the mall hired him for. My mom rolled down her window to give a piece of her mind till the Grinch said,
Holy knockers, I mean, ho ho ho, Merry Christmas and all that. Would you mind getting out of my parking spot? I was here first.
Your parking spot? You can kindly park somewhere else, bud.
What? You heard the lady. Now park somewhere else before I park my fist in your face.
Dang,
Your
Dad.
wife wants me to park this Big Mac truck in her little garage.
As the Grinch drove off in a rage, my family and I got out of the vehicle and began making our way towards the mall. I recall seeing hundreds of people scattered across multiple stores,
Look at his face. Where is your beard and hat, my good sir?
frantically shopping as if there was some sort of sale going on. That's when I noticed from the corner of my eye that my parents were buying my brother a toy from a nearby Christmas shop. I politely asked if I could get the same toy, but instead got the cold shoulder. They refused to buy me any gifts due to my lackluster grades and performance at school. When we got home, I remember making myself vocal that I opted to not participate in the family road trip. My dad and I butted heads for the next hour or so and finally came to the conclusion that I was going to stay home this Christmas. As my family was getting ready to depart the following day, I heard my mom and dad saying stuff like,
Meg, he's not budging. A little stubborn as hell.
Mark, we can't just let him stay home alone. He has to come with us.
We can't afford to spoil him anymore. The twerp keeps failing in every class.
Just buy him a stupid toy so he can come with us.
Don't worry. It's just one Christmas. Maybe the twerp will get his act together.
Ugh, we're gonna go to hell for this.
and there I was, home alone on Christmas Eve. I genuinely couldn't believe my parents had the balls to leave me at the house by myself.
Bro literally pulled off the Home Alone. What's next?
Let alone on Christmas. Throughout the night, there wasn't much to do except snack on food while watching a few Christmas flicks. I wondered if I would receive any calls from my parents asking if I was okay, or a simple Merry Christmas.
Terrence
sign
Nicholson!
usually. But unfortunately, there was none of that. Just the normal exclusion I was used to as I sat there watching the television. As I began to wither away in my deep sleep, I woke up to my fire alarm going off. I could see my Christmas tree being burnt in a hazy flame as my dog was barking in the kitchen.
What the hell is going on? Somebody help me! Mom! Dad!
I darted past the living room and into the kitchen where the landline was, only to see the same Grinch my family encountered earlier. He was shoving my dog in a cooking pot as I shouted,
Oh, nah! Okay, that's where I draw the line. Anybody stuffs my dog into the boiling pot, first of all, I'm shooting you, knocking the boiling dog out, and then I'm gonna just keep shooting you until you're all the way dead. After you're dead, I'm gonna burn your corpse. After your corpse is burned, I'm gonna ship it all the way out to the Atlantic Ocean, and that thing is where your ashes are getting dumped. Then I'm going to pay for a scuba diver and watch as the fish eat away at your ashes.
What the hell are you doing? Leave my dog alone, you freak!
You're awake now, scallywag. Just in time for a triumphant Christmas dinner.
"Who are you?"
You still daydreaming, you lousy dingbat? I'm of course the Grinch.
"Why are you doing this?"
Maybe if your lousy mother would have relinquished the parking spot, we wouldn't be having such a dark Christmas.
The Grinch then creeped past me and into the living room, where he then climbed up a rope in the fireplace. And the Grinch and yelled,
So is this what Christmas is all about? Burning alive, home alone?
Home alone, you say?
All I wanted was Christmas presents! Is that too much to ask for?
My whole world completely changed when the Grinch said,
You climbing up or what, kid?
I couldn't tell whether the Grinch was playing possum or not, but ended up climbing the rope anyway. And from that point on, the rest is history. It's been a couple years since my disappearance. My parents currently don't know where I am, and I doubt they even care. As a matter of fact, the whole world doesn't know where I am. But rest assured, I finally found the happiness I've been searching for. And
He's on Mount Crumpus.
That's a good boy, Joey. Christmas will always be a marvelous time. Now you can get all the presents in the world. You know that I love you very much, right?
Yes, Daddy.
I'm done. Okay, so the third video is called I've Got a Golden Ticket. This was uploaded by Meat King, and this would only be Charlie and the Chocolate Factory if probably Stephen King made it, or maybe Horror Shorts Party.
Well, Charlie, you're the last child left. Isn't that exciting?
I don't know.
You're a very lucky little boy. You get to see what's behind that door. Now, Charlie, don't you want to see what's behind that door?
I don't know.
Come on, it'll be fun. Follow me.
Why is this man saying I don't know when obviously he could have just said no?
Huh, caught you taking a peek there, Charlie.
Willy Wonka, no disrespect, but you rocking pancake cheeks out here if you really think I'm gonna window shop.
That's alright. Nothing wrong with window shopping from time to time. It's when you get handsy. It's when you get yourself into some trouble. Come over here, Charlie. There's one last part of the factory I'd like to show you. Go ahead and taste the wall. Go on, try it. Well, what flavor do you think it is?
I don't know.
Charlie, I'm just messing with you. There's no flavor on the wall. You like that rust pretty good, though. Don't worry. We'll get you a little tetanus shot before you leave.
Where's my grandpa?
Oh, he's just hanging around. Don't worry. You're in good hands.
Grandpa, don't tell me you sold them out for that much money.
Take a look at this. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I know a lot of celebrities, I guess.
Grimace,
Finger around here
Joe
in the factory from
Biden.
time to time. And do you know who this is, Charlie?
I don't know.
That's the 42nd President of the United States, Bill Clinton. Yeah, he's a good friend of mine.
Stop the cap.
Past presidents have a lot of connections, Charlie. A lot of connections. But so do I. You know, Charlie, your clothes look awfully filthy. I'm all for a little stink, but best to get you some clean clothes. You know, for later.
Huh? Oh!
Oompa loompa doopa dee doo. You are a filthy boy, yes, that's true. You have soft hands and beautiful eyes.
Take his measurements and be gone with you.
He looks like a medium. Let's get him a small. Get it right. Get it tight.
Be gone! Sorry about that, Charlie. That didn't make you feel uncomfortable, did it?
I don't know.
Just say yes!
Gosh, Charlie, I gotta tell you, my back and shoulders are tight. Running a factory sure does have its physical costs. Have you ever, had a massage, Charlie?
I don't know.
Your hands look very soft. Also strong, very strong. You play much baseball?
I don't know.
Only a couple rooms down. Come on, big guy. Charlie, you wouldn't mind giving me a quick massage, would you, pal? I hate to be a stickler about the rules, but the golden ticket you have there states that I can ask for a free massage at any time. You look like you don't believe me. Go ahead and take a look.
Alright, golden ticket. Greetings to you, the lucky finder of this golden ticket. Ticket factories. Blah, 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 whatever. I don't feel like reading all that.
We've really bonded, Charlie. I'm excited to get to know you a whole lot better.
I didn't want to hold up the video because
Charlie, let's
this
put those
video
hands
does
to
not
the
need to be
face,
longer
what do
than
you
it
say?
needs to be.
You didn't see anything. You hear me, you little didn't see a thing.
We didn't know what was going on here. We didn't know.
Don't worry, son. You're safe now. He didn't hurt you, did he?
I don't know.
Charlie, my friend! I made it out of the chocolate river, Charlie! Charlie!
Oh, she's kinda good!
It was just some German kid.
Damn! Chocolate monsters, yeah! That's it! We don't want to tell anyone about what happened here today with the chocolate monsters. Right, Charlie?
I don't know.
Get him out of here!
Yo, that would have got real ugly if the police did not show up in time. There are three The Grinch Horror Stories animated, uploaded by Horror Shorts Party. So we are on the one with, we're gonna finish these, the holiday ones. Yeah, we're gonna finish them. And then we're going to finish out Animated Wednesday, and then we're just going to do a grand finale of me going live and just reacting to a whole bunch of videos. A mean one.
It's been arduous raising my daughter as a single parent. After all, she was abandoned by her.
A single parent? Guys, let me let you in on something. Those of you who are possibly being raised by a single parent, my mom is single. Well, my mom is single, but yeah. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with being raised by a single parent. Whether that be a father and a daughter, a father and a son, a mother and a son, or a mother and a daughter. My mom raised me for 18 years of my life. I was about to say 17. I'm no longer 17. I just realized that. I'm like, you better think twice before you say something stupid. I'm so sorry, guys. But yeah, definitely, like, if you're... The only thing that you guys should be grateful for is that, like, a roof over your head, clothes on your back. The one thing you guys should do is at least pay them back, like, so much money. Just out the kindness of your heart. I'm not saying... If you guys don't want to pay your parents back after all that they have done for you, that's your choice. But just remember... Your actions always have a way of coming back to you. It's like throwing a boomerang and it comes back to you. It's like blessings are a boomerang. You throw it, your blessing will come right back to you. But only in a different way. How? I don't know. And it's definitely strange to all of us. But anyways, let's go ahead and do this.
Very own mother. Damn that. When my daughter was only a year old, my wife left us for another man coming from...
Yo, that's cold. A young daughter, she was a year old. His wife left him for another man. Guys, if y'all would have clipped this and put this on TikTok, I don't care. But let's just be honest here. Why do you guys think I'm not in a relationship? It's because girls in this generation will just back out of your relationship just for the other man. Okay? If she says she's found somebody new, let her go. She's not worth fighting for no more. Because, like, how I view relationships is that you guys are both holding a rope. But as soon as she wants to let go and you're holding on, all you're going to be doing is just bleeding your hand to death. And what's that going to do? Yeah, you put your blood, sweat, tears, money, loyalty, and faithfulness all into this relationship. My last relationship, I was lied on, saying that I cheated on her, but really she cheated on me. But doesn't matter. Love does not exist in this generation. Let's just, all the men grow up about it and just continue on with life and just grind. And if they try to come back, don't fall for it because we all know how it is. See, going back to the same relationship is like rereading the same chapter of a book. So, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm still going to just continue to turn pages and just read through different pages of the book because it has history. So, yeah. This right here, I feel bad for this man. On top of that, guys, I haven't been out in 7 months. Well, 8 months now. Because it's the beginning of January. And a lot of people are saying you'll find someone. And to be honest, in my opinion, it's hard to believe.
An affluent family, so every night I prayed for that wretched witch to burn. However, the Christmas season is usually when I try to keep the darkness to myself and allow my daughter to enjoy the holidays. And so, on a Black Friday, I dropped by Walmart to buy a Christmas tree with my daughter.
I will never leave the house on Black Friday. Guys, sometimes like if I do want to go out, it's because I'm either going to the store to buy something after I got off of work, or possibly grocery shopping for my mom if she's like not feeling well. Yeah, I got my license. I just need to make sure I'm on the insurance. But like there will be specific days where I will and will not drive. I haven't drove for 3 days. I drove for 5 days on different days. I have driven 5 times on just different days, just by myself. And I always make sure I'm safe, so yeah. Anyways, enough about that.
Act like hell, like vultures that only care about what they can get. Everyone grabbed appliances left and right. Some were pulling each other's hair, while others stepped on those lying flat on the ground, heedless of their screams. I scurried towards the tree section, where there were 2 large Christmas trees amidst a bunch of small and one of them seemed to have caught my eye. There was something about it that made it look a little more interesting than the rest, and so I went in for a closer look. However, as I started tugging on the leaves to check what material was used, I was cussed out, not by someone in pursuit of the tree, but by this enigmatic
What the hell is your problem?
the man said as he shoved me to the ground. I'm sorry, man. You just blended in with the trees. I was going to buy the last big tree. Having a close resemblance to the Grinch, his brows furrowed and with sharp...
Look at this dude's teeth, bro. They look like chopped up cutting boards.
teeth, he grinned and replied,
Well, whoever told you this was your tree? It's mine, you hear me? One step out of line, I'll grab something of yours and squish it!
As I got my bearings, I stood up saying, Excuse me? I didn't catch that. Did you say your tree?
That's right, Buster. So, if you're looking for a big one, then go get your tree from the forest!
Unable to tolerate this unfathomable behavior, I stood my ground, letting him know that I was determined to buy this tree. My little girl was frightened, her body trembling as she said,
Dad, can we go now?
Not yet, sweetie. This is only gonna take a minute.
Is that what you told your wife? Now get the hell out of my way!
The Grinch then grabbed me and slammed me across the floor, from one side to the other like a rag doll. Disorientated, I felt that if the Grinch didn't stop, it would be the end of me. Hence, I hollered calling out to security, and when they finally came, I told them about the Grinch and how he violated my rights. There were 3 of them and just 1 of him, and so, the security team warned him that if he remained conspicuous, they would have no choice but to report him to the cops and have him apprehended. It was evident that the man was furious, and eventually walked away as
he would have caught my right hook.
Victorious when I grabbed the last big tree and finally bought it. When we arrived home, my daughter and I set up the tree together, and on Christmas Eve, we watched a heartwarming film next to the fireplace as the fire popped and crackled. Then, while my daughter waited for Santa to arrive, I noticed her head bobbing and eyelids slowly drooping. That's when I decided to take her to bed, convincing her that all her presents would appear underneath the Christmas tree the following morning. But this time, my daughter wasn't the only one yawning. I too was feeling drowsy, and so we headed back upstairs, tucking her in before returning to my bedroom, instantly hitting the sack.
What the?
Later that night, I woke up to the sound of heavy footsteps coming from downstairs. But aside from the heavy steps, I heard screeching noises that gave me chills. What the hell was that? I muttered to myself. When I got up to check the time on my watch, I saw that it was 3 a.m. I couldn't go back to bed. Curious about the sounds, I got up and swung the door open. I noticed something odd coming from my daughter's room. The door to her bedroom was open, so I assumed she was the one making the noises downstairs. But then, I quickly realized that there was someone else down there when I heard a male's voice coming from the living room.
Stupid tree. Should have relinquished it while they had the chance.
The moderate tempo of my heartbeat accelerated as the noises grew disturbingly loud.
I would have just walked up behind him and stabbed him in the neck.
Down the stairs and saw with my own eyes the same man I met at Walmart from before. It was the Grinch.
Nah, he getting 12.
Complexion and sinister grin.
He getting 12 bullets in his back.
Full of stuff he might have stolen from me. He carried it on his shoulder as he also dragged the Christmas tree toward the front door.
Hey, stop right there,
I hollered, making every attempt to intimidate him.
I'm armed. If you know what's good for you, put that down.
Then pull up! I dare you to square up, you little shit! This is my tree now! You ain't
bet! I'm definitely...
Or worse, he killed. Hence, I allowed him to get away with it, hoping my surveillance cameras were all in good condition, so that I could provide enough evidence of this psycho.
I would have been like, bet, bang, 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 bang.
I called the cops, telling them everything that had transpired. The worst part is that he didn't even have a license plate.
Damn it, all this trouble for a stupid tree,
I said in frustration. I locked all the doors and waited for the cops to arrive. And once they came, they checked everywhere downstairs, including the rooms upstairs, in search of clues that could identify the suspect. Then suddenly,
what about your daughter?
My heart sank upon noticing that my daughter was nowhere to be found. She wasn't in her room hiding, nor was she in the kitchen.
Lisa, honey, Lisa.
I frantically called out her name, but she never answered back. That's when I concluded that my daughter may have been in that sack the man was carrying on his shoulder. Of course, the cops promised to investigate.
This man lost everything.
However, as time passed, the case went cold, and since then, I've had to spend Christmas alone with nothing but mere pictures to remind me.
This man lost everything on Christmas. I know how it feels. Well, not to lose everything on Christmas, but I know what it feels like to lose everything that you felt like you built up with your hands that have been bloodied through the bullying, through the people threatening you. I know what that feels like because it's happened to me. And why do you think, like, I've changed so much? And on top of that, just choosing what you think is right and wrong? Come on now.
Of my daughter.
Well, guys, okay, so this next one is called, and this was supposed to be up on Halloween, but I lost the file, guys. I'm so sorry. We was about to start this, and then I had to start all over. So, yeah, this one is called 3 True Halloween Horror Stories. Anyways, uploaded by Horror Shorts Party. Sorry, that took me so long. Anyways, let's go ahead and do this. The Orange Justice. The Backstepping Pepper. It's not even Terrence Nicholson, man. Who even is this? Wait, what? I didn't even read that. Okay, the following stories were inspired by loosely based on an actual event or locals or persons living or dead. Dang. The Halloween Karen? Karen, we don't like you.
All right, let's get this Halloween started, shall we? I'm sure these trick-or-treaters are gonna love this. Definitely gonna need some lollipops, some chocolate, some chips. Ooh, definitely some Skittles. Starbursts. Damn,
Who cannot go wrong with Skittles?
I guess my ex would know. Crap, it's getting late. Them damn kids are gonna be here any minute. Damn it. I'm sure this is enough to feed the entire neighborhood. I bet everyone will think I'm the real Candyman after tonight. That should do it, and just in time. Seems pretty dark outside now. Alright, then now the
I hope that's by the front door.
Oof, that was quick.
Trick or treat.
Hey, Mario and Luigi. You guys are my first trick-or-treaters of the night, so you both get a fistful. Here you go. And here you go. That's all you're getting. How about a thank you? No? Okay. Then get the hell out of here. Stupid kids.
Ungrateful.
All right. Looks like we have Bikini Bottom in the house.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat. Oh. Sorry, everyone, but this is the last of my candy, so I can only give you one each.
What? And not one for me?
Well, what's your costume?
Isn't it obvious? They call me Mermaid Man, but you can call me anytime.
I'm good.
Or you can call me Mermaid Woman, but you can just call me a beautiful mermaid.
You sure you're not a whale?
Excuse me? What did you say?
No, I meant Pearl. Pearl the whale. She's my favorite character.
And what did you dress up as? Maybe you can be my barnacle boy.
No thanks. I'm not dressing up this year.
That's not what I meant, dummy. Tell me, do you have Barnacle Boy's nose in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me?
Hey, stop looking.
What did he say?
Looking at me like that. There are trick-or-treaters out here.
Oh, there are? I can fix that. Hey, everyone! Stay away from my husband's house or the seashells come off! Shoo! Go away and come back next year!
Wait! What the hell are you doing?
They're leaving us so we can be alone together.
This isn't the nursing home, lady!
All I want for Halloween is you!
Lady, stop it! You're harassing me!
Do you have candy for me, boy?
Hey, stay back! This candy is only for kids, not saggy old people like you. You had your time.
Those are not sags. Those are just my muscles resting.
Ew.
Here's my last piece of candy.
That's not the type of candy I was hoping for.
What are you talking about? What is it that you want?
I want a different kind of lollipop.
Oh, God. Hell no. Not a chance. You're disgusting.
Shut up and pay up, Barnacle Boy. I want some Squidward in my Krabby Patty now.
Lady, you...
What? What the f***? Oh! Ew! Ew!
What do you mean? How? How have you... Oh, man. You're just ruining it. Look at my lips. You're ruining it.
Yo, stupid. Watch your profanity.
Right. Need to leave me the hell alone.
Yeah, right. You don't even have the balls. You know what they say about a mouthful of gums.
Get away from me. I don't have any more candy, and I'm not gonna do anything with you.
Well then, fine. I'm calling the cops and having them arrest you for harassing me.
What? You're the one who's harassing me.
Who do you think they'll believe? The mean, jerky man or the sweet little old lady?
There's nothing sweet or little about you. They're gonna believe me.
Do you want to take that chance?
Fine. I'll go look in my kitchen for some extra candy. Just stay here.
Hurry up in there. I've got other houses to hit tonight.
Just give me a second. I'm looking for candy, damn it. Damn it, I've got nothing left. That old hag isn't going to leave me alone.
Oh!
What the hell are you
you doing in my house? Hey, what's wrong with you? What's your problem, lady? My problem is I haven't gotten what I wanted yet. I demand payment for the way you've mistreated me. I'll take cash or other methods. Pay up, barnacle boy!
All right, that's it. You're done. Get out of here.
How does it feel to know I'm the superior one in the duo, you little punk? I want to sit on that barnacle boy nose.
This is a B&E, lady. You're breaking and entering. Get out of my house or I'm calling the cops.
I want candy. Feed me candy. I need candy now.
Help! Someone get their grandma. Help me.
You're lucky I like my men with a little more backbone than you.
So this is what Halloween has come to. This animation was inspired by a story submitted by a viewer who claims an
Now,
older
before
woman
we
was acting
end,
like a
I wanna
Karen
see
while
this.
trick-or-treating around her neighborhood. Allegedly, the Karen would harass multiple houses if they refused or didn't give her enough candy, despite trick-or-treating at her old age. The viewer also claims that the woman even forcibly took large handfuls of candy from multiple homeowners' candy bowls and would allegedly run off. It was unknown if the woman was arrested or not, but from what the viewer said, multiple complaints were filed that night.
Well, that was something. So, yeah, guys, I hope y'all are careful on Christmas. Halloween. And I hope everything will go as splendid as you guys said. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you love this video, please, guys, like I said, send in submissions, and in the next video, you will get a shout out. So if you guys have a video idea, please leave it in the comment of this video, and then in the next one, you'll get a shout out. Oh, what you mean? You don't got a video? But you think all YouTubers don't break the fourth wall? Corey breaks the fourth wall. Jay breaks the fourth wall. Markiplier breaks the fourth wall. And Jacksepticeye breaks the fourth wall. So why can't I? Send in submissions. Or they're gonna have to call the cops. Animated Wednesday. See you guys next week.